Our story today, The Ancient Embers of Fear. Why Darkness Still Haunts Us. The modern world is filled with light, yet the darkness still holds a primal power over us. The male stickman speaker says, "Have you ever wondered why so many people feel uneasy in the dark?" The male stickman speaker says, "Even today, a strange noise in a dark room can make your heart beat faster. A shadow can suddenly seem threatening. But why?" To understand our fear, we must travel back to where it all began. The male stickman speaker says, "The answer may lie deep in our ancient past." The male stickman speaker says, "Thousands of years ago, darkness was far more dangerous than it is today."
The ancient world lacked the safety nets of modern civilization. The male stickman speaker says, "There were no streetlights, no flashlights, no locked doors. When the sun disappeared, the world became a much more unpredictable place." The male stickman speaker says, "For ancient humans, nighttime meant limited visibility. You could only see as far as the moonlight or the glow of a fire allowed. Beyond that was darkness, a place where danger could be hiding."
Night was the domain of the hunter, and humans were often the prey. And often, danger really was hiding there. Many of the predators that hunted early humans were most active at night. Large cats, wolves, hyenas, and other carnivores used darkness as an advantage. While humans relied heavily on their eyesight during the day, predators could move silently through the night. The discovery of fire changed the balance of power. The male stickman speaker says, "A single mistake could be fatal." The male stickman speaker says, "This is one reason why fire became one of humanity's greatest tools. A campfire provided more than warmth. It created a safe zone." Fire provided security, but it wasn't a guarantee of safety. The male stickman speaker says, "The light helped humans see approaching threats, while the smoke and flames often discouraged animals from getting too close. But even with a fire burning nearby, ancient humans could never completely relax." The male stickman speaker says, "Every crack of a branch or rustle in the bushes demanded attention. Their survival depended on being alert."
The lessons of survival became hardwired into the human psyche. Over thousands of gens, the human brain adapted to these challenges. Our ancestors who were cautious in dangerous situations were more likely to survive and pass on their genes. As a result, modern humans may still carry some of these ancient instincts. This could explain why darkness sometimes makes ordinary things seem frightening. When our eyes fail us, our imagination takes over to protect us. The male stickman speaker says, "When visibility decreases, the brain starts filling in missing information. A coat hanging on a chair suddenly looks like a person. A harmless sound becomes something suspicious." The male stickman speaker says, "Your brain is not malfunctioning. It's doing exactly what it evolved to do, preparing for potential threats." The dark was not just about predators. It was about the limit of knowledge. The male stickman speaker says, "Interestingly, fear of the dark isn't only about predators. Darkness also represented the unknown." The male stickman speaker says, "Ancient humans couldn't easily explore what they couldn't see. Hidden caves, unfamiliar sounds, and mysterious movements all sparked curiosity and fear at the same time." Fear birthed stories, and stories birthed culture. The male stickman speaker says, "Many myths, legends, and supernatural stories likely emerged from these nighttime experiences. People tried to explain strange sounds, shadows, and events they didn't fully understand." The male stickman speaker says, "Over time, these stories became part of cultures around the world. But despite the dangers, the night wasn't only a source of fear. It was also a time of wonder." The night sky offered a spectacle that modern people rarely see. The male stickman speaker says, "When the campfire burned low and the sky was clear, ancient humans could look upward and see millions of stars. Without modern light pollution, the night sky appeared brighter and more spectacular than anything most people experience today." The male stickman speaker says, "They watched meteors streak across the sky." Observing the night led to the birth of science and navigation. The male stickman speaker says, They observed the moon changing shape. They noticed patterns among the stars. The male stickman speaker says, those observations eventually helped humans navigate, track seasons, and developed some of the earliest forms of astronomy. So the night was both friend and enemy.
The darkness challenged us to grow and become who we are today. It brought danger, but it also inspired discovery. It challenged humans to become more intelligent, more cooperative, and more resourceful. And although our world has changed dramatically, traces of that ancient relationship with darkness still remain. The next time you feel slightly nervous walking through a dark room or hearing an unexpected sound at night, remember this.
We are the descendants of those who watched the dark and survived. The male stickman speaker says, your brain is responding to instincts that helped your ancestors survive for thousands of years. The male stickman speaker says, in a way, a small part of every human is still sitting beside an ancient campfire, staring into the darkness, listening carefully, and wondering what might be out there.